This is Shelley Craft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the Sprott Natural Resource Symposium 2016 in Vancouver. I have with me here Brian Miller, Kiska Metals Corp. It's a publicly traded company. I'm going to give you two symbols. It's KSK on the TSX Venture and KSKTF in the US. Brian, welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you, Shelley. Appreciate you having me here.
It's good to have you. Let's start out with an overview of Kiska, and then we'll move on.
Okay. Kiska is a junior exploration company, project and royalty generator focused on gold, copper, mostly in the Pacific Rim, a diverse asset portfolio consisting of projects, royalty interests, and equity interests in other companies.
Okay. Now, I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't interviewed anybody from Kiska in a while. Give me an update on what's going on in the company, if you would.
Sure. Right now we have a number of our projects under option. 3 of those are to major exploration companies. First Quantum is exploring our Copper Joe project in Alaska. It's a copper-gold porphyry. Teck Resources is exploring Clyule, gold-copper porphyry here in BC. And we just recently optioned another property, RDN in the Iskut, to a small company out of Vancouver here, Abin Resources.
So let's understand how it works. You find them, or someone brings them to you, you make a deal, you bring in a major to explore it. What's that called, and how often can you do that?
That's called leveraging other people's money. It's protecting our shareholders from dilution, and we do that as much as we can. We do early stage exploration, judicious funding of that, and we bring in a partner to do the heavy lifting and keep a minority interest.
So let's talk about, pick one, let's talk about the resource, what's expected, where are they at this stage?
Sure. I think probably appropriate the one that's being actively drilled right now, Copper Joe. Early stage. It's a big footprint, big target, billion-ton target. We're doing one drill hole right down the guts of it, and we have a 20% carried interest till they make a decision to mine.
So now going forward, you've got these projects going. What are you looking for? Are you looking for more new projects? I mean, this is kind of like the market to find some stuff, isn't it?
Absolutely. So right now we've got a number of our projects out. We've got more available for option, but we are heavily focused on acquisition. Like you said, prices are still low. There's still some great projects out there that are held by companies that are in more distress than what we are. We're well financed. We've got some good run for a couple of years, and our share price is stronger than a lot of people in the same space.
Now, what's your background?
My background was finance. By education, but I actually started out in operations on the ground. I was cutting IP line, I was changing toilet paper in the outhouse. I came from the ground up, started doing business development, and took on the CFO role last September.
Tell me about the rest of the management team, particularly the geo side.
So we're a tight-knit group right now, 4 people, very efficient and lean. Mike Roberts is our VP of Exploration. He has had a broad experience base. He was focused on our Whistler project in Alaska for a number of years. Dan Louie, our chief geologist, is geoscience by background and a lot of experience here in BC.
And who's the CEO?
Grant Ewing is our CEO, came on board in 2014. Technical by background, but broad experience both in the financial markets, marketing, and he's got that just that good balance and blend of skill set.
So Brian, give me an example of how you would work with another company, if you would.
Okay. For instance, our Whistler project we sold last year to a company that's quite well known at these events called Brazil Resources. We sold it for 3.5 million shares in the company, and they're trading upward almost to $3 today. So we maintain exposure to that asset as well as a source for capitalization should we need it. And we also actively manage the project for them.
So now we're going through 2016 pretty fast. We're looking at 2017. So if you had to pick a milestone that you would say you could reach and would want to reach, what would that milestone be?
Certainly adding additional projects to our portfolio. Right now we're getting projects out the door under option, and that's where the opportunity for major value creation, game-changing value creation comes from. So those projects are going out, we need something to replace them, and right now it's a great market to be buying them.
Let's get your website out there for our audience if you can.
Sure. Kiska Metals is www.kiskametals.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kiska, K-I-S-K-A. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive. This is Brian Miller from Kiska Metals Corporation. I'm going to give you two stock symbols, KSK on the TSX Venture, KSK TF in the U.S. Again, I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to you live from the Sprott Natural Resource Symposium 2016 in Vancouver. Brian, thank you for coming on.
Shelley, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Quite welcome.